Alrighty guys, welcome back to Alan Wake. Yay! When we last left off, we're seeing some crazy old guy that wouldn't let us pause because he kept fucking trying to talk to us. So yeah, let's examine him very closely. No, we don't want to examine him. What are we examining? Oh, a fish.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
I've always wanted to go fishing. My dad always promised he'd take me out and teach me how to fish, but...
I believe you'll find the sheriff in her office.
Please, dude, I'm trying to
go
fucking
down the
talk.
corridor.
Okay, we lived right next to DC, and finding anywhere to fish seemed to be pretty difficult, so... Yeah, I really want to learn, though, or, just like shooting. I need to learn how to fish and how to shoot. Okay, let's go over here. This whole area is quite something. As always, hope you guys are doing well. You guys are really enjoying the series, and I am super stoked for that fact. I love it. I'm loving it so far. I'm just, oh man, let's keep doing it.
You can't change them in the dark. I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Hello, lamp lady.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Oh, okay.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
This is true. I'm gonna be really upset if my air conditioning decides to turn on during this. I have a feeling. I have a new air conditioning unit. It's very loud.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr.
I got it. But I gotta investigate everything first. Like, reading. What the fuck am I reading? Read? Read. Read it. Whatever you're reading. Oh. The missing posters. Oh, it's a cat. This cat is way more important than these people. Like, I care. Have you seen this man? Disappeared on 06-2007. Identifying features. Knack for winning contests. What? Is this the guy we're looking for? I don't know. Let's have a contest to make sure he wins. Missing: Richard Bowell, Bruce Dansky, Jacob Miller. Wow, these are from some. Oh, I'm failing right now. I swear these names are from something. On a camping trip, overdue, haven't been in contact. If you have seen them or know their whereabouts, please call 555-9932. Thank you! You're welcome. I will do that, but first I'm gonna go investigate this entire sheriff's office. Because, it's our police station.
Sheriff Breaker is waiting for you down the corridor in her
I understand, English. I hope you understand. I am a writer. But I gotta go and get in your shit first.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Poor Stucky. I killed him. But, God told me to do it. I got a thermos and a manuscript page. And this is why we go and investigate these random spots.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
You should never shake your head and laugh. Never. So that was about Alice.
You should go see the
Okay,
sheriff now,
look,
Mr.
lady,
Wake.
I'm gonna
She's in
end up
her
pile
office.
driving you, like, into the ground if you don't stop interrupting me in my day. Fine, let's go talk to Sheriff Breaker. Breaker?
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Thanks.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
No, my air conditioning's on. It's so loud. Oh, I gotta turn that off. Okay, whew. My air conditioning's a little bit loud. Alright, so this guy's got my freaking wife. Son of a bitch. Do I have to get...
Hey, can you turn the light? The light's on. The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
Sir, you are drunk. However, I will turn the light on.
Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen. You gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
That was, like, the most amazing conversation I've had so far in this game, good sir. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go put myself in jail. Ah.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the Dark Presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
I told him, yeah, well,
What are you going on about, Okay, please don't throw up all over me. I'm gonna go over here now. You're gonna vomit
The early
everywhere.
morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
That means we're gonna go through the gate on the right. Cause I don't listen to no man, understand? I'm gonna sit here and listen to the radio. I don't care that my wife's being held hostage.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
This guy knows what he's talking about. I've gotten, so for those of you who are curious, I have gotten a couple of copyright, like,
The caller
flags.
had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Aw, man. Is that Celtic Woman? I'm not sure. That might be what's-her-face. Oh shit, I just discovered this singer who sings, like, myths and stuff like that, and I love it. Oh god, I love it so much. Why can I not listen to any of this music? YouTube, why you gotta be such a bitch? Alright, let's just Gazelle Leap over this. Gazelle Leap onto this. Gazelle Leap onto this. Watch this, I'm gonna totally just do this the way I'm not supposed to. Alright, Alan. Practice your floating skills. No, get up here. Stop trying to focus. Okay, no, shit. Okay, alright, fine. Whatever. If you gotta be that way. Whoa. That was a little too much, Alan. Alright. I'll examine the junker after I get my manuscript page.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall in the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Who is this guy? That's totally... There better not be...
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Oh, it could have been her hand, you know.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Yay, we're about to meet Barry. One of the coolest characters ever. This game is filled with actually pretty decent characters. I'm just gonna do this. I love trying to break games, don't judge me. And Alan can actually, like, Gazelle Leap quite gracefully. Well, depending on the situation. When he's not leaping off of shit. Are you passed out? Whoa.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Okay, me. Keep doing your good work.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh! Hey! Oh my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? we don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
Oh, Jesus. She's one of those. I bet she's got so many pages of fanfiction on fanfiction.net. Ugh. The skeleton of a Columbian mammoth, Mammuthus columbi. The specimen, estimated to be 14,000 years old, was recovered from the La Brea tar pits in 1981. It was donated to the Elderwood National Park in 1998 when the Columbian mammoth became Washington state fossil. Named Bucktooth Charlie, it has since become the park's official mascot. Oh, there you go. Now you know who Bucktooth Charlie is. What a stupid name for a mammoth. It's not even, like... It's not even Bucktooth, really. Alright, fine. Elderwood's cool poster. I would put that on my wall. I would totally put that on my wall, actually. Somebody make a poster of that. Print it. Sell it. Don't tell the Alan Wake guys about it, because they'll be pissed. Whoa. These are really poorly rendered books. Alright. Barry, I've got a problem with your,
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice, and everything's just...
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Barry, I've got a problem with your arms clipping through your body continuously. I mean, it's just never-ending clipping. Could you fix that for me, man? I'm about to steal his thermos now. Like, oh, it is technically a coffee thermos, not a soup thermos. I mean, you know, all thermoses can be called coffee thermoses, but you don't have to put coffee in them. You can put something much better than coffee, which is pretty much anything. Whoa. Oh man, I just like took my rage out on the trash can. I'm really sorry. I probably dented it with my foot of steel. What is this person doing? Hello? Let's go investigate. Stephen King powers activated. Hello, sir. What are you doing?
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Aww.
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
I'll go get it. You stay there and tend to Max. Poor Max. Man.
Seriously,
Okay, boy.
You
We're
can't
almost
just
done
go
here.
and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Nope, sorry, Barry. Not a joke. Are you wearing high waters? Oh, they're like... I can't figure out what you're wearing, Barry. I really can't. It's hilarious. You're wearing, like, capris / those are high waters. Those are totally high waters. With, like, a Hawaiian shirt, a big red puffy vest, and boots. Man. I'm gonna slap my John Hancock on this piece of paper so good. Whoa. It vanished. Barry, I'm telling you, man, weird shit's happening. That forum literally just vanished after I finished signing it. I think I might have just signed a contract with the devil. Given what I've been through, it's actually really very possible. I am sorry. There you go. Here you go, Max.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
I'm glad you think so. Oh.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max.
That's a hell of a walk.
I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right. Thanks.
Yeah, that's a nasty trap right there. Oof. No, thank you. Alright, Barry. Let's go take a hike.
Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Sorry, Barry. Love you. I'm gonna go now. I gotta meet a kidnapper.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
I'm sorry, Barry. Try to keep your good health up, okay? You know, some of us just have strong lungs. All we do is drink coffee out of random coffee thermoses we find laying about the world. Take these batteries, these Energizer. I keep saying Duracell. Like I don't know why I keep calling them Duracell batteries. They're totally Energizer. It's pretty funny, but you know, can't help it sometimes. All right, so we're back on track with these manuscript pages, and I totally intend on keeping it that way. Barry, I'm gonna turn these lights back on now. I didn't mean to do that. All right, I have to go out this way. For some reason, we've locked ourselves in. Hello? Alright, so now we've got to go climb a mountain. Thank God we're part gazelle. Oh, they don't really think gazelles are equipped to climb mountains. Maybe it's time to become part goat. Yes. That sounds good. I hope nothing ever happens here, like, I get attacked.
Wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Barry, you're alright with me. Alright, man. You're alright. I got a manuscript page.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Oh, Barry. I promise, I'll go and write you more money. Because we all know that's pretty much Barry's main concern. Despite the fact that he's a pretty awesome guy. Alright, so I get to drive cars in this game. Yeah. And I think driving cars is how you end up missing shit. But, for the sake of not making you guys watch watch me blunder around for the next, like...
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. It wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Okay. But when we do actually have to drive cars, I will drive them.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
I mean, I guess if that's how you want to reason it, Alan. I'm not 100% sold on your logic here, but, you know, to each their own. Is this another cabin? What the scary-ass noise? I use antlers in all of my decorating. Hello? Someone just left their revolver ammo in here?
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really, just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Did you guys see that super creepy shadow action going on outside? Good lord. I don't want to leave this cabin now. That was honestly creepy. I'm feeling quite alarmed. There's a light down there, you can see it. That's probably my next goal. Alright, let's get the hell out of here, I guess. Hello? Anybody out here? Please leave me alone. You've already scared me a little bit. I'm not okay with this. I'm going to get on this tire swing. Nice. That's actually a really cool sign. I would love to have a sign like that in my room. Like, wherever you have a party. Oh my god, this is what I get for trying to play with tire swings. Hello? Anybody? Hello? Anything creepy out here? Yeah? A lot of creepy stuff? Elderwood Nature Trail, Moonshine Cave, Lover's Peak. I'm going towards all of those places at once. Why they didn't all just call it like one same thing? I don't fucking know. You tell me. Creepy dilapidated cabin? How you doing? I'm just gonna... Sorry, birds. Does the light work? No. Let's be quick.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
And that was today's episode of Night Springs. Well, on that horribly creepy note in this creepy fucking cabin... Oh shit. Nothing! I'm gonna end this episode with disappointment. Hope you all enjoyed as always, and I'll see you all next time.